Ron Howard's life is a testament not to the glamour of Hollywood, but to survival, resilience, and the quiet courage of growing up under unrelenting pressure. Behind the familiar smile and beloved television characters lies a boy whose innocence was traded for the demands of an industry that consumed children whole. From his first steps on set to commanding billion-dollar films as a director, Ron's story reflects a life lived in the tension between public adoration and private sacrifice. He navigated fame that began before he could fully understand it, endured the weight of expectations, and transformed his experiences into one of the most remarkable creative journeys in modern cinema. His story is not simply about success, it is about the human heart behind the legacy. Early life and childhood under the spotlight. Ronald William Howard was born on March 1, 1954, in Duncan, Oklahoma, to two working actors, Rance and Jean Howard, who pursued dreams amid uncertainty. By 18 months, Ron's world shifted from the carefree rhythms of childhood to a realm dominated by cameras, scripts, and the relentless pace of Hollywood. Every small step, every word became measured under the scrutiny of studio lights. Moving to California in the mid-1950s intensified the pressure as the family navigated a life wrapped around auditions, studio gates, and the unpredictable rhythm of television work. Instead of playgrounds and carefree afternoons, Ron's education came in trailers behind sound stages, surrounded by adults preoccupied with tasks beyond his comprehension. The hazy, chaotic environment, filled with smoke, loud voices, and casual adult behavior, left Ron absorbing lessons far too complex for a child, laying the foundation for his endurance and discipline in the years ahead. Opie Taylor, fame as a golden cage. By 1960, Ron stepped into the role of Opie Taylor on The Andy Griffith Show, becoming America's cherished on-screen son. Yet, the role that brought him fame also created a silent ache. Legally required to study 3 hours daily, Ron lacked the companionship of peers, playtime, and normal childhood experiences. While his public persona exuded innocence and joy, privately he endured isolation, teasing from classmates, and an early understanding of the disconnect between image and reality. The pressures of performing under the constant gaze of cameras shaped his identity, and he realized that admiration could mask loneliness. The golden cage of childhood fame trapped him in a persona he could not outgrow, making him internalize responsibility, rejection, and perfectionism at an age when most children were exploring carefree curiosity. Public adoration and private struggles. Fame at such a young age offered stability and opportunity, yet it came with invisible costs. By age 6, the American public already knew Ron's face, and by 13, Opie Taylor's identity had attached itself to his own, leaving little room for personal growth. This early recognition brought comfort, but also fear that he might never escape the character that defined him. While boys his age experimented with independence and friendships, Ron contended with adults treating him like a miniature professional. Casting directors praised his abilities while simultaneously limiting his future opportunities because he was too recognizable. The weight of expectation shaped his adolescence into a period of quiet defiance, emotional endurance, and a complex understanding of self-worth, all forged in a world where approval meant survival. Trials in acting and lessons in defiance. At 8, while filming The Music Man, Ron panicked during a dance routine, revealing the vulnerability hidden beneath his public persona. Moments like these instilled lessons that would guide him for life: resilience in the face of rejection, patience under scrutiny, and the quiet cultivation of inner strength. From public humiliation at school to professional disappointments, Ron learned that persistence, rather than immediate triumph, defined his path. Each challenge strengthened his ability to absorb criticism, navigate discomfort, and maintain focus, shaping a character adept at balancing personal integrity with professional demands. This period taught him that survival often requires patience and emotional control, skills that would become essential as he transitioned from child actor to adult director. From child actor to Hollywood visionary, Ron Howard's adolescence continued to be a struggle between the persona imposed on him and his own emerging identity. The cancellation of the Monroes in 1966 reinforced a lesson of impermanence, leaving him to internalize blame and fear of failure. Yet, opportunities continued, and by 1974, he assumed the role of Richie Cunningham on Happy Days. The show brought both renewed visibility and new pressures, particularly as public attention shifted toward other characters. During this time, Ron began discovering storytelling beyond acting, studying film at the University of Southern California's School of Cinematic Arts. Here, he found a language through which he could assert control over narrative, learning to understand stories as structures and emotions as architecture. The boy America refused to release was beginning to forge a path where he commanded his own creative voice. Directorial debut and the pursuit of mastery. By 1982, Ron Howard's directorial debut, Night Shift, marked the beginning of a transformative career. The film showcased his capacity for leadership, vision, and narrative nuance. With Splash in 1984 and the co-founding of Imagine Entertainment with Brian Grazer in 1985, Ron solidified his place as a director capable of balancing commercial success with emotional resonance. However, the freedom of directing did not erase old fears. He worked obsessively, often 16-hour days, driven by anxiety that any misstep could reaffirm the public's perception of him as the boy who could never grow beyond Opie Taylor. Each success carried the weight of relentless self-expectation, a reminder that achievement, while tangible, could never fully replace the personal freedom and identity lost in childhood. The personal price of success. Despite his professional triumphs, Ron Howard endured profound personal losses and familial challenges. The failing health of his mother Joan in 2000 underscored the sacrifices he had made in pursuit of career accomplishments. He reflected on all the missed moments, the holidays on set, and the limited time spent with her, realizing that fame had stolen opportunities to simply be a son. Similarly, his brother Clint's struggles with addiction became another crucible of responsibility and emotional endurance. Ron faced helplessness even as he tried to shield his family from the consequences of personal demons. These experiences highlighted the limitations of wealth and fame in providing protection from life's most human challenges, shaping a man whose achievements were inseparable from the empathy and responsibility born of surviving loss. Loss and reflection in later years. Even in recent years, Ron has faced grief and the sudden absence of friends, like Cindy Williams in 2023. The loss was sharp, a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of presence. Memories, once anchors of comfort, became bittersweet markers of what had been lost and lessons in emotional endurance. Ron's reflections reveal a deep understanding that true wealth lies not in accolades, net worth, or industry recognition, but in relationships, memory, and the quiet acts of love that accumulate over a lifetime. These realizations have reshaped his priorities, emphasizing presence, mindfulness, and connection in ways his childhood could not allow, building a life of purpose and peace. Today, Ron Howard's life is one of stability, generosity, and intentionality. At 71, with a net worth of nearly $200 million, he has cultivated a family life with his wife Cheryl and 4 children, including Bryce Dallas Howard, balancing professional legacy with personal fulfillment. His estates, while luxurious, are symbols of long-term care rather than vanity. Beyond material wealth, he dedicates himself to charitable work, supporting young filmmakers, hospitals, and veterans programs quietly and consistently. Morning walks, reading, family dinners, and moments with grandchildren have replaced the frantic pace of his youth, illustrating that the most profound success comes not from recognition, but from cultivating love, stability, and human connection. Legacy beyond fame. Ron Howard's journey is a portrait of endurance, reminding us that greatness is not born solely from talent or opportunity, but from the persistent effort to survive, learn, and grow despite adversity. From a boy trapped in the golden cage of childhood fame to a man shaping modern cinema, Ron has transformed personal sacrifice into wisdom, empathy, and leadership. His life demonstrates that true wealth lies in presence, in shared laughter, and in the ability to keep standing when the world seems determined to fold you. In every stage, every set, every quiet moment with family, Ron Howard embodies the profound understanding that survival, love, and integrity are the ultimate measures of a life well lived.